I'm Don Rowlands. I live in Birdsville. I'm here with my two mates today. I just hope that me and my mate can tell you a little bit about the history of Birdsville and our connection to this country. The three of us have different surnames, but right at the top of our genealogy, we came from two people. One was a Wonkanguru and the other was a Yolyundi, and as the families came down, they divided, and when the white people came along, they gave us other names such as Naylor, Rowlands, Crombie, etc. We grew up here at Birdsville. Philip and I particularly, we went to school here together, and we can tell you a lot of stories about growing up here and how we were treated, and how we fought against that, and we're still here today. We still have a voice, a larger voice today, or a bigger voice today than we had back then, but nonetheless, we're proud of our heritage, and we make sure that, we want to make sure that no one forgets our connection to this country and our connection and with growing up here at Birdsville. Yeah, so I'd like to introduce my mate Phil Naylor. As I said earlier, we grew up together, and we were treated pretty badly growing up here by the local cops, and we, as a consequence, we spent a lot of our time down on the river and hunting and fishing and learning about our culture, which in a way turned out to be the best thing for us. But I just hand over to Phil and let him tell you his experiences here growing up in Birdsville at school and with the police and the rest of the community, I guess.
Yeah, Phil Naylor. Yeah, it was a good life I had here growing up in Birdsville, but then it was a bit hard putting up with the white people around in the town because they hated Aboriginal people. No matter what you'd done, it wasn't right. Policemen was very hard on us. We were living up here in the mission. Donald and I lived side by side, a few hundred yards apart, but with our family, it was hard. We had hard for his grandmother and my mother. It was very hard. We had to get off. We were living off the government ration weekly, I think, and they couldn't sign their names, so they had to do the fingerprint, the thumbprint, which I still remember today. And one of the blokes here, or not one of the blokes here, but he's gone now, and he said that Mum was one of the first Aboriginal women to settle here in Birdsville. She come in from Doory with her 3 kids and mother. They lived down there, just down in the hollow there beyond the caravan park. And she had visitors coming up from Pandy. All her relatives used to walk in here and visit her and whatever else. But yeah, they never really spoke a lot about it, but it's only what you pick up along the way. But it was a good life here, still is good, much better now. Yep. So
much better than the big smoke of Brisbane, eh?
Yeah.
How do you compare them? The cities, the eastern Sydney and Brisbane. Have you been to Sydney, Brisbane?
No, I've been to Brisbane.
Been to Brisbane. What did you think of that?
Yeah, it's all right. Adelaide is like a little town compared to the other cities around.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look at Melbourne, Sydney and Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit hard to find a park in the cities half the time when you're driving a bloody car,
Yeah, it is.
It makes...
And you get booked.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, the cops are in there as well.
Yeah, got them blokes going around just, you've been there too long.
Yeah.
They don't muck around, they don't miss you.
No.
Yeah. But your main work out here, when you were working full time, what was your main work?
Oh yeah, here on the show, done a bit of ringing.
Yeah, work with the cattle.
Yeah, yep. Worked in the Shire, then I moved away in '86. I went over to the oil and gas fields.
Oh yeah. Oh, what, near in the
Moomba.
Minka?
Yeah, Moomba.
Yes, oh yeah, I know Moomba.
Yeah.
Good working over there?
Oh, it was good then.
Yeah.
Everywhere was good with, but now they got all the safety rules and regulations. You know, they make it hard for you nowadays.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I suppose it keeps you safer, but it makes you jump a lot of hoops, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You know?
but safety's only there when it suits them too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've just got across the Jimmy, eh?
You want to tell Dave about your growing up here at Birdsville and Andrewilla or Halton Down? You know, where you're born, where you grew up, started ringing and all that? Travelling around with your grandfather?
Now,
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, thanks.
yeah, I'm born and bred here in Birdsville, mate. But I went into South Australia and worked as a ringer. Wasn't much good there, so I poked about in South Australia, a bit top South Australia. And might have put me mates, these me mates, and every now and again come in here. They were going to school here. I didn't have any school because I was smart enough without it.
Fair enough, Jim.
And anyway, in the day, I was a stockman, and I don't know what to say, mate. My old daddy was a contractor, wagonette man. So I learned to wagonette, drive those fore and hand, and I just kept on tagging along. And we grew up, my brothers and sisters, we all grew up here. And there was this mob of my mates here. We all grew up here together, sort of thing. And we didn't need any copper to keep us in guard. We looked after ourselves on the riverbanks. And down there, where I was born, and the old people were just starting to die out. And what we started to come up, yeah, you know. And the old people, you know, we
Learned a lot from them.
huh?
We learned a lot from our old mob.
We learned a lot from them.
Can you give us a little bit more about that, the fore and hand, handling of horses and all the rest of it?
Fore and hand.
Yeah.
When you was driving the buggy, you know, for
I mean,
your
these
dad.
are skills that people don't know about.
We worked for the horses fore and hand, but you know, he carted his posts. He was a contractor. He carted his posts, and all us kids up there as well. He looked after a lot of us, and of course we were. Then if we got our mates, like these will come along, our mates, they'll all pile on there, but we all sit along. We thought we were shit hot on the wagon, you know, getting a ride. But we never ever seen a motor car. No motor car was in this country till 1950.
Never to that one.
After 1950, well, then the motor cars came in.
Well, I guess you were here when the bloody first of the motor cars arrived. What did you think, Jim, when you saw a bloody car coming up?
God, hear what you're saying.
What did you think when you saw the first car?
Huh?
What did you think when you saw the first
Yeah, I saw the first car, and I can tell you who owned it. Lyle Morton at Roseburg there, dear. On old Dodge. No, I don't know what it was anyway. Old Ute anyway. Yeah, I don't know. We thought oh, gee, this is great. What making things like this? Big speed car. Now look at the car today, and I don't know where that old car now. I think he's buried out there. Yeah, Lyle Morton and Roseburg there, dear.
Must have been an amazing thing to see.
It was.
Literally a horseless carriage.
Well, you know, and then when I'm a bit older than these fellas, and then when they had come along, oh, good, this is good. You know, we said, oh, where we sit on,
Yeah, amazing.
riding in the car.
We had blitz buggies.
Huh?
We had old blitz buggies to drive, you know.
Oh, yeah, old Blitz wagon, we had old Blitz, well,
I saw the
and
remains
I'm
of
trying to get the old Blitz wagon today, try to get it and fix it up. And I used to kart race over it. He used to kart race over it too. And I don't know if it's the same old, I think it's the old Blitz wagon standing at Cutterburg crossing up there. And them old motorcars, we was really good thing we were cutting. 2 hours, 3 hours, you know, take him to the race meeting and back and
Yeah,
win the
well-
race time.
How long it used to take us to get to Baduri?
Well, you take us to get to Baduri 2 days,
In 2 days.
you know.
Such a difference
But
now.
we thought we were doing good things.
Now it's 2 hours,
Yeah,
you know, so, but
such
we
a
go
crazy difference, isn't it?
camp at Carkery.
The old boss, they used to give us ribbon, but we took it as a, you know, but it was good. They learned us. Yeah.
Fantastic. Don, go ahead.
Well, look, mate, I haven't got much time. I'm gonna go.
What about when we had muttering and during the floods and all that, swimming the horse all day, swag wet when you get to the camp that
and
night,
mosquitoes and
mosquitoes and
sandflies and
sleeping in the
flies.
wet swag.
oh, gotta go out and get horses in the morning, walking over snakes and swimming across the river.
Oh,
whether we were when this we were in the old snake country.
Yeah, and that time we was muttering Jim up old Toorie, I think.
Old Toorie or New?
It's now old, yeah, up from old Toorie. What's the next place?
Old Moorbury.
Yeah, and we had all them wild horses, remember? You were trying to pack one.
Yeah.
What happened then?
One jumped on and broke my leg, and one thing other, you know. And in the morning, in the dark, well, you can't be helped.
Mm.
We worked for a bit of money, little bit of money from the station, but we were in the dark, and we did it, and we did it the best we can.
So what we did then was, lucky enough we had an ATF radio and the boss called another station up.
Yeah.
And the bloke had a plane, so he flew out. But in the meantime, I cut the barks of these trees
Yeah.
and packed him around Jim's broken leg and made him comfortable, and we stuck him in the plane and away they went to Charlo.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I didn't see him for about 6-8 weeks.
In the big smoke of Charleville, eh?
Yeah.
But we liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
every day was.
No, the job we done like better.
No, that's right.
When you fellas were working with cattle and that, were you being paid the same as the bloody white fellas?
Oh, we don't know what they got paid because we didn't have any to compare with. If you know, we got nothing.
Yeah.
We never got anything. First 10 years of my life, and these guys can speak for themselves, but I got nothing. The first time I got money in my hand when I left the station and worked on the Diamantina Shire Council, and Friday fortnight, they called me up and I get an envelope and it was full of cash. And I go, Jesus Christ, this is what I've been missing.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So
so
you-
none of us got paid.
So you were working for bloody, food and keep sort of thing.
Well, food, you might think about it. We had to catch our own food, really, you know, shoot cattle and butcher it up and dampers and all the rest. And all you had was flour, some potatoes and onions and tomato sauce,
Yeah.
you know, and you can eat Johnny cakes with tomato sauce if you had nothing else, you know. So,
Yeah.
but like Jim said, it was still good for us. We still enjoyed that
Yeah.
because we knew nothing else.
Yeah.
Understandable. But I mean, I'm sure those bloody white bringers wouldn't have been working for bloody just food like that.
Well, no, they weren't, mate. And you saw that when you came to town.
Yeah.
They'd be in the pub and we had nothing to go in there with. So you know, we didn't seem to think about
The
it.
justice is a
But
little.
they had money and we didn't.
the justice of that is very
No.
questionable,
Yeah,
you know.
and we never got no pay. Philip
Never got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We did- why
I
about the
started
pay?
working in the late 60s. School I went to all down, worked there for about $10 a week. I enjoyed it. I wasn't whinging. There was nothing to whinge about it. If you did whinge about it, well, you got to hide. You know, you weren't allowed to whinge. You had to just put up with what you got.
Mm.
Doing what you're told to do.
Mm.
And then I went down further then to Clifton Hill. Wages never changed. It was still $10, but it was big money in those days.
What time?
Stock work.
Yeah, what year was that sort of thing?
That was 69.
Yeah.
These
$10.
that
In
was
'69, my wage was at least 120 or something.
out here. It wasn't. Then,
Jeez.
yeah.
We all got promised pay. Well, I did in Queensland. Philip was in South Australia. A bit of a difference there. But we got promised money, but you never actually got any money.
Yeah.
But the way they treated you is if they were paying $1,000 a day because they abused the crap out of you and hit you over the back with a whip and all that sort of stuff because they were paying you all this money, and if you weren't working for it, well, you deserved a bit of a hiding. So
that was what the station owners would put someone on you to give you a belting,
oh yeah,
the whip
Okay.
or
you hit your
Whatever.
yeah, with a whip.
Whatever they had in their hand, that's what you wore over your head. Could have been anything.
But that was part of
your upbringing.
well, it was part of the structure. Like we had no rights, and everything they said was right. And it took a long time for us to rise from here to here, and it took a while. Even now, for me, I still feel the if I'm in a group, I feel still I shouldn't say anything because of the past and how we were always told to keep quiet and knocked down and all the rest. So it's really hard for people. And if you see Aboriginal people who are shy to speak, that's probably why. And it's taken me a long time.
That hurts my heart.
Yeah.
That hurts my heart.
But we did it, we thought it was great.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
right. Not
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, largely, this country, you were the guys here with the expertise to live in this environment. So what you brought to the cattle stations and the knowledge that you brought with you was priceless, really. And it should have been priced a lot higher.
Well, like under our chair there we have a little pup, a dog, and that was us. We just had to do what we were told, and we would stay out in the mushroom camp all by ourselves, just Aboriginal fellas, and we'd muster the herd, and despite the conditions, whether it's raining, hot, and miles between water, we did all that, because that's what we had to do. And never got any credit for all that hard work. But like Jim said, and like Philip's saying, we thought that was right, and we wanted to get to the other end to show the boss that we're good people and good men,
Yeah.
So there was no thoughts of any revolutions or something.
Yeah.
No, this is what we're here for. This is what we've been signed up for.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. When I went to work in Queensland, I had to sign up there's a word for it. So I was contracted to the station, and I couldn't leave there for 5 years. No matter what happened, I had to stay for 5 years.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Which station was that, Tom?
Just out the road, Mr. Morton, Roseworth.
Oh, Roseworth. Oh, right. So you both worked on Roseworth.
Yeah, we all did.
Anyone work on Pandy?
Yeah, we all did at different different.
Oh, so you worked on either one?
We
That must have
we
been,
know those fellows really, really well.
that must have been a bit of a circus to go between those two regimes, you know?
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did it, but I had no choice. The police said to me, you're going to work on Rosebud, I'm going to pick you up tomorrow.
The police.
Yeah, I was our protector, see?
That's a great term, isn't it? Our protectors.
Yeah.
Shit, there's a lot, they get a lot away with that, didn't they?
Yeah, well,
Protectors,
I
they exploited
never
them.
noticed any protection.
Yeah.
But I went to school on this day, and in my head it says 27th of July 1961 or 2 maybe, and he was there at 3 o'clock. I took my swag and caught to school that morning, and he was there, threw all the gear in the car and away went. And that was it. You know, so
Yeah.
the next morning I was riding a horse, chasing cattle.